Join us on Patreon and become part of our journey to uncover history's untold stories. Your support helps us create in-depth content, bring hidden narratives to life, and keep history alive for everyone.
If wealth could be measured in rivers of gold and oceans of prosperity, then the world has never seen a man richer than Mansa Musa. His name echoes through history like a legend, a ruler whose generosity and opulence seem to surpass human imagination. Unlike the modern billionaires who amass their fortunes through corporations and stocks, Mansa Musa's wealth was rooted in the very land he ruled, an empire so rich in gold that it made kingdoms tremble and cities flourish. His legacy is not just one of vast riches but of power, influence, in an era of African grandeur that the world has often overlooked. Musa Keita I, famously known as Mansa Musa, was the 10th emperor of the Mali Empire, a vast and powerful West African kingdom that thrived during the 14th century. His wealth was so immense that even today, economists struggle to place a definitive number on it. When he embarked on his legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324, he didn't just travel with a caravan. He traveled with a moving city of splendor, complete with thousands of attendants, camels draped in gold, and an amount of wealth so great that it destabilized entire economies. His pilgrimage to Mecca remains one of the most extravagant journeys in history, a spectacle that left an indelible mark on every civilization it touched. But who was Mansa Musa beyond staggering wealth? What is the empire that he built? And why has his story remained buried under the sands of time, while the names of lesser men are etched into the annals of history? To understand Mansa Musa, one must delve beyond the glitter of gold and into the depths of his vision, his leadership, and the world he sought to shape. To comprehend Mansa Musa's ascent to unimaginable wealth, one must first understand the empire he inherited. Mali, once a minor kingdom, emerged as one of the most powerful and prosperous empires of medieval Africa. Its wealth was built on strategic geography, bountiful natural resources, and a robust trade network that connected the Saharan trade routes with the Islamic and European worlds. Mali's rise to prominence was facilitated by its access to gold mines, particularly those of Bambuk and Beret, which were among the richest in the world. Gold was the lifeblood of trans-Saharan trade, and Mali sat at its very heart. Caravans of traders carried the empire's gold to North Africa and beyond, exchanging it for salt, textiles, and luxury goods from Europe and the Middle East. By the time Mansa Musa ascended to the throne in 1312, Mali controlled nearly half of the world's known gold reserves, making it the economic powerhouse of its time. Mansa Musa's predecessor, Abu Bakr II, was said to have embarked on a daring expedition across the Atlantic, never to return. It was in the wake of this ambitious yet mysterious voyage that Musa, a lesser-known but competent noble, was thrust into power. His rule would not only consolidate Mali's dominance, but elevate it to an era of unprecedented wealth and influence. Mansa Musa's fortune was not built overnight, nor was it merely a matter of inherited riches. He was an astute leader who understood the power of wealth as both an economic and political tool. Under his reign, Mali's gold production flourished, and trade expanded beyond Africa's borders. Merchants from as far as Venice, Egypt, and the Middle East sought out the Malian emperor's gold, eager to establish trade links with the empire of endless riches. Unlike the hoarded fortunes of modern magnates, Mansa Musa's wealth was openly displayed and generously distributed. His famous pilgrimage to Mecca was a spectacle that stunned the Islamic world. He traveled with an entourage of over 60,000 people, including 12,000 slaves who each carried gold bars. His caravan included hundreds of camels laden with sacks of gold dust, which he freely distributed to the poor and to the cities he passed through. In Cairo, his generosity was so overwhelming that it led to a gold inflation crisis, destabilizing the Egyptian economy for over a decade. Yet, Mansa Musa was not just a ruler who flaunted his riches. He was a visionary who understood that wealth was meaningless without legacy. His investments in education, architecture, and trade transformed Mali into a center of learning and culture. Under his patronage, the famous Sankore University in Timbuktu flourished, attracting scholars from across the Islamic world. His commissions for grand mosques, including the Jingareber Mosque, showcased the fusion of African and Islamic architectural brilliance. Despite his monumental wealth and contributions, Mansa Musa's story has been largely omitted from mainstream historical narratives. While European kings and Asian emperors dominate history books, the wealthiest ruler of all time remains a mystery to many. The reasons for this are numerous, ranging from colonial-era historical erasures to the Eurocentric focus of mainstream historiography. Yet, the remnants of Mansa Musa's empire still whisper his story. The libraries of Timbuktu, once filled with manuscripts on science, philosophy, and medicine, stand as a testament to the intellectual empire he nurtured. The oral traditions of West Africa continue to sing his praises, ensuring that his legacy endures even when written records fade. In a world obsessed with wealth and riches, Mansa Musa's story offers a profound lesson. His wealth was not just about accumulation, but about transformation, about using prosperity to shape a civilization that would inspire generations. While the gold that once defined his empire may have been spent, melted, or lost, the legend of the richest man in history will never be forgotten. The true wealth of Mansa Musa lies not in the gold he carried, but in the empire he built, the knowledge he spread, and the legacy that continues to inspire. His story is more than just an untold tale. It is a testament to Africa's rich history and an invitation to rediscover a past filled with grandeur, wisdom, and untold riches.